They were, what were they, minus 20 in Wemby's minutes, something
Yeah.
like that? What is the, thank you.
We tried to match Evan's minutes with him, you know, keep that matchup whenever Wemby checked in, Evan checked in. So I think that helped. And then we had really good team defense off the ball. We really crowded the paint, you know, made it tough on their drive game. And, you know, when Wemby drove it, we had a crowd. We had not one guy, we had 2-3 guys in the paint. It's kind of like if they're going to beat us, let them beat us from the outside. That was kind of the game plan.
And you guys were able to catch him in a tough spot defensively a few times. You have the guy in the dunker behind him.
Yeah.
Mix who was going in there. What's the key to, I guess any great center is able to kind of target the paint.
Yeah, you can't attack him in a funnel, if that makes sense. You got to kind of, you get downhill, and then it's got to be movement around it and movement in the dunker. So he can't just focus on that. He's got, you know, he's got a lot of things to navigate. That was kind of the game plan. We just told our guys, you can't attack him directly, you know. We used the probes, you know, the Nash probes, just to, if you see Wemby, you just keep dribbling around, throw it, swing it, kind of get the blender going. That was kind of the game plan. Thought we did a good job of that.
Hey, Kenny, what did you like most about the response tonight?
Oh, yeah, I mean, obviously the physicality and the energy, right? Houston kind of took it to us physically. Tonight we responded. We were the force. We were the hit first team. Sometimes it comes down to that. Who's the more aggressive team? I thought we had the advantage. In Houston, we were at a big disadvantage in that department.
What did you like about the fourth quarter?
You know what I liked? Our you know, we don't need Donovan to score 35 points to be a hell of a team, you know, and him and DG, I think they had like 30 potential assists. You know, I hit them the other day. They got to make others better. I know they can get 30 anytime, and I thought we had some slippage there. So I like that we, you know, and help, you know, Jalen and CP, you know, our energy bench guys. They played their role, getting us extra possessions. Jalen hit 2 big threes. But it was really a team win. A lot of guys. Dre was really good. We had a lot of guys play well.
How much of a point of emphasis was it to get Jarrett the ball early and keep him involved?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I challenge our guards. Like, we have to do a better job of rewarding our bigs, and we haven't been doing that enough. You got to give them the ball. You know, you got to give them the ball over the middle. You got to give them the ball on the fullback dive. If they don't touch it, they're not going to be as engaged defensively. So it's kind of how it works, you know. So credit to our guys for getting those guys involved. Again, it was Don and DG making others better.
What went into the decision to go away from Lonzo tonight and give those minutes to Craig, and what did you think of how Craig handled it?
I think it was we wanted to look at some different combinations, but I also, you know, with Zoe, I just have a big picture thing, just keeping him healthy and fresh. So it was kind of twofold the reason for tonight. I spoke to him like we need him healthy and available, and he has been so far. But I want to keep that going. I know we don't have back-to-backs, but we're playing every other day. So at a certain point, like, you know, we need to get him. You know, I need to find him some games, and I talked to him about it, and just happened to fall on tonight.
And what did you think of what Craig did with those minutes?
Really good. I thought Naquan, right? Both those guys were good. And Naquan hit 2 threes. CP was really, you know, his offensive rebounding. I mean, for a 6'4" kid, like, it's amazing what he does. So really good minutes, really good energy.
Max. Kenny, I remember you telling me about Vincent Collet back in February.
Yeah.
That you were expecting you would like him to have a bigger role with the team. How is the...
He does this year.
He does.
He's in Cleveland a lot more. He's with us a lot more, I think.
Is he like a consultant? Or
Huh?
Is it still like a coaching?
It's still coaching consultant, but he's present more. He's staying for longer periods. You know, Vincent, he's not working for the federation anymore, so you know, we made the contract where he could stay here for longer periods of time. So it was too short last year.
What's the ultimate goal with him?
What's that?
The ultimate goal with him?
I mean, just to continue to help us, you know, like he's doing. I mean, he's really, you know, he's like my coach whisperer. You know, he's got such great experience. You know, gives us tips on how to play against Wemby, and you know, just little stuff. And he's got great feel for the game. So I value him tremendously.
Is he still sending those 10 pages email?
No, he's shortened them. They're 8 pages now. You know, he's like a scholar. You know, he's a basketball scholar. You know, he's a pedagogue, and he's super detailed. I think it drives him crazy sometimes in the NBA. We're not more detailed. And I tell Vincent, Vincent, we don't have 4 days of practice before a game. We have 1 day. So we always joke about that, but he's great for us.
Anything else, Maroon?
So what have you learned from working with him over the years? How does that shape the way you coach?
I think a lot of defensive stuff I've learned from him. Again, it's the details, foot positioning when you're off the ball, technique on switching a screen. You know, he's, like I said, he's kind of the most detailed coach I've been around. That's the tiniest things that you might not think are important, he thinks are important. You know, we're up in the pick and roll. Sometimes are big, and there's a technique for, like, we call it stabbing back, and he's got like this thing where it's like how far the foot should be forward, where the hand should be. You know, it's really cool, and he always talks to all our players. They respect him. This guy's got how many medals, and you know, so he talks to Don, he talks to DG. You know, that's important too, right? That he's got that relationship too, because they respect him.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, guys.